Well, cool kids, I just had a really neat inspiration for a future video. The title, and you guys can make this video also. The title is Liberty. It's not just an American thing. And I can think of coins depicting liberty on them from, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 continents, just off the top of my head. That's just off the top of my head, 4 continents. I bet you there's something from Europe too. Yeah, I would have to hunt. But the problem with Europe is they had a lot of monarchies, and liberty's the last thing they want to depict on anything. There is a cap, Swiss coin. Yeah, maybe that would count. But no, I want coins that actually depict Lady Liberty. And that's an upcoming video to look forward to, guys, and you guys can make your own version. I'm just putting it out there. I thought it was really cool because a lot of people don't realize Lady Liberty is on coins from many, many, many countries, not just the United States. So we can kind of explore that. And those countries have gotten away from Lady Liberty. And why is that? Why? Why aren't we showing off Lady Liberty anymore, right? And when we don't show off Lady Liberty, well, why are we not showing Lady Liberty off? Why are we avoiding it? Do they not want us to have liberty? Could that be it? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide, but it's going to be a fun video to make, and I do plan to make it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But that's not why we're here today. We are here today because I got a lot in, and I need to figure out how much I paid per coin. Okay, but this is going to be an advantageous opportunity for me to show you guys how to calculate a foreign lot that was in a lot. So this was in a lot. These coins came together. I paid $38 for these 3 coins. Okay, but I don't know what I paid per coin. I have to figure that out. Now, there's several ways you could do this. You could look at a catalog, figure out the numismatic value, and then base it on that. And if it was a numismatic purchase, absolutely, that would be the way to go. I did do a video on that involving the Napoleon Bonaparte coin. However, these coins are modern commemoratives. Generally speaking, you're not going to have a lot of numismatic value here, especially from German and Austrian coins from this period. They just made too many, or there just isn't a lot of interest. Unless you're in Austria or Germany, in which case there might be a market. But outside of that, this stuff is usually going to be really close to melt or under it, as we may or may not see when I do this calculation. So, $38 for the 3 coins. So what we need to know, if we're going to value it based on its silver content, is the actual silver weight. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. The first would be to weigh the coin. Well, you would have to identify the coin first, right? So, for example, let's say we didn't know what this coin was. Well, we know it's from 1972. The odds are it's not from 1922. It's probably from 1972. Okay. We know it's 25 shillings. So what we would do, right, is we would go to our friendly friend, Dr. Google, and we would now, we may not know it's Austrian, okay? So I'm going to go off the premise that we don't know this coin is Austrian because we don't know how to read Ostrich as Austria, right? Because we're not Austrian, we're not European, we're not Sophistos, and we don't speak German or any Germanic tongue whatsoever. So we're just going to go off the premise that we have no idea this coin's from Austria. Which, by the way, if you ever see that, that means it's Austrian. All right. So what I'll type in is what we do know. 1972, 25 shilling. Okay. There we go. 19. Now, this is in my history, so, don't go by that. It's not going to be that easy. 1972, 25 shilling. And it says that right on the coin. Okay. Now, you do want to identify these before you buy them, before you even bid on them, guys. Okay? If you can. All right. so as you can see, they tend to go for $15 each. Although I think that's high, I don't think that's actually. So we found our coin though, right? So now we're gonna click here and we're gonna double check. So let's zoom in here. That's our coin. Let's check. Is that our guy? Looks like our guy. Let's check the reverse. Or obverse, I guess. My bad. Is that our shit? Yes, it is. Okay, so now since we went to NGC instead of Numista, we can go directly to the ASW, which is 0.3344. All right, now we're going to repeat this process for each coin. So this coin, we're going to search for it. We're going to put in 1972. We're going to put in 50 shillings, and we're going to come up with this ASW, right? And same with this 100 shillings from 1978. We're going to get the date. It's right there, 1978. And then we're going to get the one. Now, this one's a little trickier because that 100 could be part of a design. And the word shilling is here, though. But then you have to know that 100, it means 100. This is a little trickier. I got to admit, guys, this coin's a little more of a trick to figure out. But you can always get CoinScope. Let's check that. So here we go. Man, this really is like Silver University. All right, I'm going to pull out CoinScope and I'm going to scan this coin with CoinScope. It is an app that you can use to ID coins quickly. It is not that accurate, but it's accurate enough, I think, for this particular coin. Let's see what comes up. Okay, it's not that accurate. Wow. You know what's funny is I own this coin. This coin's very rare. It's hilarious that would pop up. Okay. Yeah, that coin only has a mintage of like 2,500. And it's popping up, but the actual coin it is isn't. I'm going to take a clearer picture here, guys, without the glare. And see if that helps. And it did, yes. Okay. So without the glare from the light, it came right to it. There's our coin. And we can look for, a listing we like. Generally speaking, like I said, I like to go to NGC because it gives the ASW. But at least you can ID the coin and you know it's an Austrian 100 shillings. And then from there you can search in the search bar for NGC. All right. Anyway, that will come to 0.4938 ounces. I always just say half an ounce. It's half an ounce silver or so. All right. So we're going to key all these ASWs into our calculator. And we're also going to look, when we look in NGC, to see what the mintages are on any of these and see if they're super rare. Now, you can do that on Numista, but I like to one-stop shop myself. All right, let me pull out. 0.4958. Plus 0.3344 plus 0.5787. I put minus, huh? And that comes to 1.4089, which we'll write that number down. Only to realize there's a photobombing cone trying to steal the show. Let's get it out of there. That is our ASW. These coins are uncirculated. Now, if we wanted a more precise measure, guys, you can always take your coin, weigh it, multiply the number by the purity. Okay, so if it's 0.8, multiply by 0.8. If it's 0.640, multiply it by 0.640. If it's 0.9, like this, multiply it by 0.9. And that'll give you the exact silver weight of your coin. And you can actually get an exact number instead of the... So say your coin's worn or it's got a hole in it. No problem. You can still get the... As long as you know the percentage of silver, you can get an exact silver weight. All right, now we're going to clear this. And we are going to take the $38 we spent. And we're going to divide it by 1.4089. And what we come up with is $26.97. We're going to round that up to $26.98 an ounce. I just rounded up to 27, but $26.98. Now, this is the watch the birdie moment, okay? I want to know what I paid for this coin. Well, I'm going to take the silver weight, 0.5787, right? And then I'm going to multiply it by 26.98. And I now know I paid $15.62. Now, let's see what the melt value of that coin is. So we paid $15.62. Was that exact? Hold on, guys. Or did I round up? I rounded up instinctively. I just round up, guys. Yeah, it's automatic in my head. Okay, so let's look that coin up and see what the melt value is. And I want to show you guys a cool quirk about Austrian coins real quick. But yeah, 1972, 50 shilling. The melt value of that coin we got for $15.62. Keep that in mind. The melt value, oh, that ain't it. I mean, it's the same ASW, isn't it? Yeah, it's the same ASW. It's $21 even. But I'm going to find our exact coin so you guys don't think I'm cheating you. Okay. Okay. Well, let me pause it. Okay, I figured out I had accidentally typed the wrong date, but it's the same exact silver weight. So you guys don't think I'm pulling shenanigans. The mintage on this coin is 2.8 million. Alright, so yeah, $21 coin. We got it for $15.62. Yay. Alright, and let's do the next coin. Yeah, $26.98. So one little trick I do, guys, is I go up here and I'll take out the ASW, and then it's ready to go. And I'll leave the 0.0 on, that way I don't have to type again. 0.3344. Bam. $9.03. Remember to always round up. $9.03. And let's see what the melt value of that coin is. I'll pause it. Here we go. The melt value of that particular coin is $12.13. So yeah, $3 under melt, $3.10 under melt. That's pretty good, I'd say. Let's go to the next coin. All right, our next coin is 0.4938. And again, we're gonna just remove what we got here to the decimal point, actually. Saves you a little typing. 0.4938, and that's $13.33. Remember, guys, we always round up. So we'll put that down, $13.38, and we are now done with the calculator, or 1333. We now have a silverback, and by that I mean we know a weight, we know a purity, and we know a price. So that's a silverback. Okay. Now, I already got it up here for you guys, so we can see what it costs. $17.92 is the melt value. So $4. and 59 cents. Under melt. Yay. Now I want to show you guys the cool quirk. Okay, so you may have noticed, if you're really astute, cool kids, that the 100 shilling coin has less silver in it than the 50 shilling. And the reason for that is pretty simple. This is 90% silver. This is 64% silver. But the why, well, the why is the same reason why a 10 shilling doesn't have twice as much silver as a 5 shilling. I don't know why. It makes no sense. The math doesn't work. But yeah, so when you're looking at Austrian coins, a 100 shilling has less silver than a 50 shilling. Just a little. And 2 5 shilling coins have way more silver than 1 10 shilling coin. Here, I'll pull out a 5 shilling so you can see what I mean. Here's a 5-er. Now, first thing you tell right away, this coin is not half the size of this coin. This coin's about 3/4 the size of this coin. And the silver weight's about 3/4 the size, right? 2 of these is 0.214. 1 of these is 0.1533. See the problem? Because this is 5 shillings, this is 10 shillings. They're from the same era. They're actually, yeah. So they were made in the same years. Yeah. I don't know why that is. If anyone can explain in the comments, that'd be awesome. It doesn't make any sense, like from a silver standpoint. But yeah, if it were me and I was like spending these, I would always, kind of like how you always keep copper pennies, I would always keep the 5 shilling. When I'm going through change, I keep nickels and pennies right now, have for years. Because, I mean, they're just worth way more in metal. It's not even close. So, I don't know why Austria did that, but it could be your advantage, okay? So, that's all I got. So, there you go, Silver University, quick video. Have an amazing day. Thanks for watching. Liberty coins around the world is coming up. Not just the United States did Liberty, okay? And we can talk about it. I might even do some research for that video. All right, guys. Find all the collectibles of your dreams while you wake. If you can't, don't blame me. I am trying to show them to you. Have an amazing day. Ciao.